Hi everyone. Well, I'm headed out this morning again on my coffee walk. I'm really enjoying these little coffee walks with you guys every morning. Hope you're enjoying them too. I want to invite you to grab a cup of coffee and head out into the garden with me. Well, today what I'm doing first off is I'm going to harvest some of the Tiny Tim tomatoes here on my deck. Now, I've got a bunch of plants behind me that I am trying to get planted this week. That's one of my main jobs for this week. My deck always gets overrun with plants. But here we have the Tiny Tim tomato plant. This is really one of my favorite dwarf tomato plants. It's great for a container. I have it growing here in this CaliKim 5-gallon smart pots. And if you think you can't grow tomatoes in a small space, think again, because the Tiny Tim tomato is perfect to grow on a deck or a patio. And I have these seeds in my small space seed collection and also in my smart pot seed collection. I absolutely love this. These are great little snacking tomatoes to snack on right in the garden or just to take in and throw on a salad. So let me do a quick little harvest here and we'll have some tomatoes for my lunchtime salad or a little snack here. And this plant is really pretty cool because the tomatoes mature really quickly. Oh look, there's some little teeny tiny baby ones. It is a determinate plant, but the tomatoes go from seed to harvest in about 60 days. So it's a nice little tomato that you can get planted early in the spring for a quick harvest. And what I like to do with the Tiny Tim tomatoes is succession plant them. So I have 5 or 6 plants going right now, and then I'll be planting some seeds here within the next couple of weeks to have some another second round of tomatoes coming on mid-summertime. So I'm planning on planting my cucumbers right here in this garden bed. You can see it's absolutely packed right now with all kinds of beautiful flowers and some lettuce that has gone to seed. So I did want to show you quickly the lettuce that has bolted here. If you're planting lettuce, what you do want to be aware of is that lettuce is a cool weather vegetable. It likes temperatures under 80 degrees. And once the weather gets warm, or in this case, the lettuce has been in for all winter long, it's just run its course, it starts to send up tall stalks from the center of the plant, and that's called bolting. So here you can see this lettuce plant is bolting. This is the Paris cause for my lettuce seed collection. And once it bolts, the leaves become bitter and they're really not much good for eating, but they do make great pollinator attractors, and you can save the seeds from the flowers once they dry up. So if you have the space, leave a couple of your bolting lettuce plants in to save the seeds and attract the pollinators. Now, unfortunately, I don't have room. I want to pull these out and put my cucumbers here. I mean, I love how it looks, but I just need the space right now. So I'm going to be pulling out these plants and tucking the cucumbers in the middle of the garden bed here. Now, I do want to leave the flowers around the edges. I love these flowers. These are dianthus from my Bring on the Pollinators Cool Season collection. A really nice, delicate flower that blooms well in the cool season. It's a lower flower, so it does make a really nice edging plant for the garden beds. And of course, the beautiful color pop, which I absolutely love. Now, if you do want to save your lettuce seeds, it's really easy. What you want to do is once your lettuce plants bloom and the flowers completely dry up and are really fuzzy on the top, you can easily save the seeds just by cutting off the head, putting it in a paper sack, and then shaking the paper sack. Or you can even tap the head of the lettuce over a bowl and the seeds will fall out. And I do have a video on how to save lettuce seeds. Super easy, so you can check that out if you're interested in saving your seeds. What I do like to do with lettuce though is succession plant it. So these are going to seed. I have some more planted down in another garden bed. I also love to plant some on my deck in a container. That way I can move the container inside or into the shade if the weather gets really hot, because it's really fun to have those fresh, tasty salads. There's nothing like heading out into the garden and picking yourself a nice, fresh, tasty salad. And now I have some Tiny Tim tomatoes that I can put on my salad as well today. Well, you can see I've got my work cut out for me today to clear out this garden bed, get some cucumber seedlings planted. I'm really looking forward to those fresh, tasty cucumbers. It's so hard to find a good cucumber in the grocery store, but it's so easy to grow your own. Well, if you need seeds, head to my website, pick up some lettuce seeds and get some lettuce seeds planted. Lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, fresh salads are absolutely the best. Thanks so much for joining me on today's coffee walk. We'll see you on the next one.